Welcome to my podcast channel. Today's episode is all about the paranormal. These days there are more paranormal investigators than there is evidence of ghosts. There is approximately 3 million YouTube channels, all convinced that they're tapping into the supernatural. In this episode, we're going to reveal how we got to this sad part of our history. In the old days, there used to be a bit of class towards the supernatural. Ghost hunters used to dress like Sherlock Holmes or priests. They were people you kind of saw as courageous, bright and heroic, more timid and intelligent.
Are you there, Sydney?
Spooks, ghosts or entities, ghouls during the 70s and the late 80s were a lot more scarier and more demonic. You had The Exorcist, Freddy Krueger, Poltergeist, The Omen and Jimmy Savile. We were all terrified. Then in 1984 we had the hit film Ghostbusters, which despite being a classic comedy totally ruined the image of ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
That catchphrase did the most damage as fear was like their job. The film changed everything. Ghosts were seen as slimy or cartoon-like. You know all those scary ghost stories you used to hear as a kid? Well, they all got rewritten, forgotten about, watered down. And in the 90s, Patrick Swayze became the face of the supernatural. Instead of poltergeist, we got pottery. And instead of a medium, we got a comedian, Whoopi Goldberg. At least Demi Moore looked like a zombie. After a few years, people stopped being scared of ghosts, and the ghosts went away and they all died. That is, of course, until the year 2002, because someone in the UK had made a television programme called Most Haunted, led by a paranormal team of experts, investigated old buildings and tried to communicate with the dead. Now, Most Haunted was a very popular show, but unfortunately the ghosts had a massive problem.
Here, Sydney.
What?
You know in the old days when we used to talk to people through the television set?
Yeah, the doorway that links the realm of the undead to the world of the living.
Well, I just tried talking to Carol Ann, and they've got a widescreen TV now.
Shit, they've switched to digital.
Yeah, there's no scary static anymore, and they don't play the national anthem because apparently it's racist.
No static? What's on there then?
Some kind of shopping channel and interactive late night softcore pornography.
Cool, blimey. Oh, bollocks. Now, this must have woken up all the ghosts, but they were kind of too late. And because all the ghosts have been so used to working in analogue, they couldn't switch to digital. That's why all these ghost hunters had no evidence of ghosts. Now, Acorah was a psychic medium, and he appeared on this show years ago, but then he died, so he became a ghost. But he knew about the switch from analogue to digital. So whereas the older ghosts wouldn't have known about the switch to digital, he, like most ghosts, probably occupied the same areas he used to spend when he was living. And most of the time, Acorah spent his time in old buildings looking for ghosts. So the ghosts that the new paranormal teams are seeing are probably the ghosts of old paranormal investigators. And they aren't getting many results because paranormal investigators these days dress like they're part of a SWAT team, and they're much more aggressive than the old ones.
Demon, speak to me. Any ghosts here? There ain't demons here. Ain't ghosts. Ain't demons. Ain't ghosts here. Touch me. Come and get me. Come and get me. Touch me. Touch me. I dare you. I dare you. You touch me, I'll kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Well, the old ghost hunters used to be like, "Are you there, Sydney?" So these new ghost hunters are a lot more scarier than the ghosts, because the ghosts are all the old polite ghost hunters that have moved on to the other side
Are you there, Sydney?
and are still looking for ghosts,
Are you there? Are you there, Sydney?
but instead are finding the new ghost hunters who are very rude, as they use these boxes that set off these really annoying noises in the hope they can communicate with the dead. There are no classic ghosts. They've all gone. The ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, the ghost of Christmas future. Well, maybe the ghost of Christmas future, but they're not here anymore. They've gone. They can't get to us. They don't understand digital. And that's why all these new ghost programs have got very little evidence, because all the ghost hunters are petrified of them, almost as if someone told them all to fuck off. That's what I think anyway.